Let's connect the dots on BC's housing crisis and how it's spiraling out of control. Over the past 3 years, Canada brought in 3 million new people through immigration programs that were poorly managed at best, outright exploitive at worst. Most landed in provinces like BC, where the housing supply was already critically low. So while millions of new people arrive each year, we're building fewer and fewer homes. The math just doesn't add up. In fact, BC housing starts per capita are now among the lowest in Canada, and new developments have shifted almost entirely to condos and high-rises. The government's mishandling of immigration programs only added fuel to the fire. In 2023, BC issued over 140,000 study permits, many of them tied to private colleges that lack adequate infrastructure. This has flooded the rental market with students who were promised opportunities but are now competing for housing in an already oversaturated market. Temporary foreign workers increased by 70% in the last decade, yet wages for service jobs in BC barely rose, forcing many to juggle multiple jobs while struggling to pay rent. Meanwhile, BC housing vacancy rate sits at just 1%, one of the lowest in the country, and average rents have jumped 20% in the past 2 years alone. This isn't just a numbers game. It's a crisis created by policy failures. More people arriving with fewer homes being built leads to one inevitable result: surging prices. Home ownership is slipping further out of reach, rents are skyrocketing, and families are being pushed out of urban areas. It's time to ask hard questions. Why isn't the government prioritizing housing starts to match population growth? And how do we fix a system that's making life harder for everyone, newcomers and longtime residents alike?